Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are here with DR4 Monday yet again. Let's get into it. We've already got a fleet. Let's do it. Alright, so we need to set our fleet to Dormant Realm. Hi, William. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Jenner. Welcome. How you doing today? Hi, Topsoid. Good to see you. How you doing today? Ah, yeah. Good thing you had the day off, at least.
We're under attack.
Right, so for those of you who have not been with us for very long in Eve Echoes, we recently had an event where you can get these little holographic things above your ship or below or on the side. So I decided to throw on the O7. Always good.
We're under attack.
Kind of funny looking. I wanted to have the one that said Eve Echoes on top, but I kind of like the O7. Hi Izim, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I think I also have a couple of other options here, like this one here, which is called Loser. I've had two Siren Top so far. I do kind of need to get one more.
We're under attack.
For the third Marshal.
We're under attack.
Oh, I let you know. You just didn't respond. It was all in the general chat or whatever, the trade chat at the time. Anyways, they're kind of fun. I like the holograph stuff. But yeah, I need one more Siren Top for the third Marshal. Right now I've got a Siren Bottom on that one. It just doesn't look as good. what it makes me want is the actual, like, officer police skins from EVE Online. They are such good looking skins. No, I don't have any high slots on here. The Wyvern does get high slots, but, it's the disruptors that it gets. It's nothing to really help me right now. And they're very expensive. They're like 20-something billion each. Oh, thank you for the 8-month sub. You're almost at a year now. Thank you for your support, man. You've been more help than I could have asked for.
We're
You're
under
more
attack.
help than I ever am.
We're
Okay,
being
so-
scrambled.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes Twitch does weird things, and then it fixes itself. Anyway, so I've been
We're under attack.
debating on what I want to do. We've got about 75, 77 billion ISK right now. I have a couple of choices. We can pick up a Bane. We can pick up, some
We're under
engineering integrations for the Wyvern. Or we can use that money
attack.
to
We're under
fund
attack.
battleships for the alphas that I can use to show through Dormant Realms. I'm pretty well torn on what I want to do. I don't necessarily need the integrations for the Wyvern. It's gonna be a long time before I actually do that, I think.
We're under attack.
The integrations on the engineering side of thing are on the engineering side for the Wyvern isn't too bad. It's about 12 billion ISK per integration. Which means I could probably get all 4 integrations done on the engineering side. What I'm thinking of doing is just doing like a 3P 80%. Doing semiconductor, capacitor control, and targeting on all 4 of these. My intention is to pretty much never have a problem with capacitor. I don't think I'll be doing any integrations over here for a long time. Not until I get a lot better fighter skills. As for, like, the battleship, I wanted to pick up a few, Apocalypse navies, I think. Because I really wanted to show them off in comparison to, like, the Dominic's Navy issue.
Undocking.
I think that would be the best comparison, actually, is comparing the Apocalypse Navy issue to the Dominic's Navy issue. Those are the two most popular high-sec mission runners. So I think it would be nice to see them next to each other. In their own format. Hi Snoopy, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I am doing good. We were just debating what we wanted to do with our 80 billion-isk, 75 billion-isk. Like I said, I've got the choice of finishing the engineering integrations on the Wyvern. We've got the option of getting, like, battleships to show off on the alphas. We've got a Revelation bodyguard that we could get. Nice. So I'm pretty well torn on what I want to do.
We're under attack.
I'm gonna try to use the Lucent Moon with the new setup with the Shield Field module. I think that would be a lot of fun. And as long as the ships in the Wayseeker combat test stay outside of 30-something kilometers, or if they stay outside of 30 kilometers, then we're going to be reducing the damage incoming by a lot. But yeah, I'd like to do it with the Lucent Moon.
Docking request accepted.
I did have a little bit of inquiry into the current cost of a Ascendant, which would cost me about 250 billion to buy one. It's just hard to get our hands on one of those. IP right now is at 267,000 with minimum compensation. 534,000 normally. Now in Dormant Realm it goes way down. In Dormant Realm it's only about 88,000 for me to run it in here. And we're still way far off on what this ship could be. How you doing, D3C? What do I call you? Deck? Do I call you Deck? Or do I call you the cat?
We're under attack.
I do really enjoy my wyvern. I say it every time. But I love having it for Dormant Realms.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yep, the Wyvern is a pretty expensive ship. It's definitely the most expensive ship that I own right now. We could end up with a ship that's more expensive, though. We'll see what happens. Yeah, until Titans show up. When Titans show up, I really want a Titan. I don't expect it until next year, though. They still seem to be pretty far behind on wanting to bring it to us. So, maybe next year, maybe the year after, who knows.
We're under attack.
They know people want them now, though. I won't argue whether it's a good or a bad idea to bring them in. I see both sides.
We're under attack.
I definitely see more negative to it than positive, but if they do it right, meaning they don't provide insurance on Titans, then it'll be okay.
Docking request accepted.
It would be fun if Titans came out, I get to replace the Wyvern, and then we just, like, absolutely blast through the, Wayseeker Centrum. That would be a lot of fun. just waiting on Corlith and Zekrom. Oh yeah. Well, actually, field costs for a Titan shouldn't be that bad. They don't have a siege mode. They don't have, like, specialty activations. Not for what we're doing. There's no, like, super carrier cover module kind of thing. Like, if they give Titans a siege mode, that's gonna be terrifying. They don't need it. They're already, like, the pinnacle of everything. You're gonna name it Escanor? That's funny. I might name mine like Eldorado. Especially since I'm aiming for an avatar, all the gold on the avatar is just gonna make it perfect. I don't know, but that's a long way off. And I'm only 1/5 of the way to where I want to be for trying to get that. Right now I'm probably around, I'm probably somewhere around 3 trillion. And I need to be closer to about 10 trillion.
Docking request accepted.
Like, if I took every asset that I have owned between all of my accounts, I would probably be close to 3 trillion. I have the fighter damage level 8 or level 10. I'll have to check again here in a minute once we get this last run done, and then we get the next fleet started. Yeah, who knows when Titans actually come out. I'm pretty happy that I'm where I'm at right now. But Ah, faction battle cruisers. Yeah, that's gonna be so good if we get them this year. I'm so excited for the alligator. Also pretty excited for, the Angel Cartel ones. Because they're newer from EVE Online. There's God, we will get Odysseus, yes.
Under attack.
I really want an Odysseus. That seems like a lot of fun.
We're under attack.
Alright, we're in the middle of a bubble, so we'll wait till the shield comes down and then we'll use our shield command, our star break here.
We're
I'm
being
actually
warp
pretty
scrambled.
close to being able to integrate the Wyvern. I'll have to check whether or not I can integrate standard
We're
capital
under
cores,
attack.
or if it's going to be its own separate thing. I should actually check that after this. Alright, once that shield comes down, we'll use our healing. Should be a couple of seconds here. Alright, there you go. Shield's gone. Healing up.
We're under attack.
And all the meanwhile, we get about 15%. 15% extra damage. Yeah, it's probably not possible, but I would like to check on that.
We're under attack.
But I think the only core that I have sitting around right now is going to be the Rorqual, one of the Rorqual nanocores.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, well, thank you to the first group for joining me today. Thank you all. William will get your alt, and Zekrom will get your alt for the level 6 runs. So stick around. I'm going to start up the next fleet. Okay, so the next group I need is going to be... Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get Prometeo in here. We're gonna get... Tapazoid. And then we'll try to get Encro. see if I've got him in here. If not, I'll go through the port. There we are, Capzoid. Yep. Capzoid, please then exit your fleet. Yep. There we go. Okay, and then Encro, if Encro is online. Is Encro online? He is. Alright. So that pretty much makes up all the normal people that will join. After this, we'll do the alts for people. Alright, just make sure I've done my due diligence here. And I want to check in on that real quick. Yes. Because I'm pretty high up here. Can't really get much more there. Much rather have these stats. Anyway. See if I've got a core that I can throw in here now. Of course I don't. How about a core I can throw in over here? Nah. Okay, yeah, so it does have to be a super carrier core to go in there. I should pretty soon have a few new ships to show off on the channel, though. When this event dropped, I was able to pick up the 3 Lancer Dreadnoughts. So that means I now own all 4 of the Lancer Dreads. I actually technically own 5 because I'm going to have a Karura with missiles, and I'm going to have a Karura with railguns. Which also means I should probably consider picking up a Vane with missiles.
We're under attack.
Just a thought.
We're
Right, I'm gonna take some damage here. Looks like Prometheo's not in it though.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, hopefully no excitement today. I'd like a nice, chill, dormant realm day.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I really am debating picking up that,
We're under
Revelation
attack.
Bodyguard, though. It just seems like a pretty
We're
good deal.
under attack.
Might be a little bit too expensive. Maybe I can haggle down a couple of billion, but... I know what the guy's goal was to get a
We're under attack.
Moros bodyguard. So... maybe I'll just pay the price anyway and help him out.
We're under attack.
Docking request accepted.
We'll also check into the general units. I know somebody asked about that. Alright, aerospace general units. I have the level 4 aerospace tactics precision enhancement. Better drone range, better drone explosion velocity, better drone tracking. That was explosion velocity. No, explosion radius. Sorry. I have the general fire control system damage upgrade. This is not for my Wyvern. I actually need the fighter fire control system, and that's down here. That general fire control system is for my Lucent Moon. This is also for the Lucent Moon. It's the carrier defense module. Here is the fighter fire control array output boost. This is what I use for the Wyvern. And then this one down here is also for the Lucent Moon. I do use the 10% extra drone damage and the 10% velocity with 15 kilometer recovery range. Hopefully that answers your question. If I ever put myself in like a Rahab, all of those general units are going to be very useful for me.
Undocking.
Man, I'm so excited that I'm this far along in my capital ship collection. He's got the, alert. No, it's the... Is that the Happy Onsen or something like that? One. Happy Spring something
We're
or
under
other.
attack.
I can't remember what it's called. But that's a pretty cool one.
We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
Just kind of keeping an eye on things here.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
You know, I do partially miss back in the day when I had to run 3 Phoenix bodyguards to do this. And it could have been done with 3 Phoenixes, but the Phoenix bodyguard is what I had access to at the
We're
time.
under attack.
I do very, very slightly miss those times.
We're under attack.
Good, easy. Wasted a million ISK. Oh
Docking
well.
request accepted.
Alright. We are moving along pretty good today. Seems to be very little suffering today, which is nice. Definitely a break from the normal. And it seems like almost nobody is dying today either. Y'all have gotten good at running away. Think we might have missed somebody. Yep. Somebody, I think, dropped out. No. No. There he is. Had a suggestion earlier in the day,
Undone.
asking me to make, like, guides on all the dormant realms. And I really wish I could. But currently I only know how to run Dormant Realm 1 and Dormant Realm 4 really well. DR2, 3, and 5 require a lot more capability or a different fit. So it's something I'll have to learn along the way. I did want to see if Dormant Realm 2 was possible with, like, the Oracle.
We're under attack.
Could be interesting.
We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
DR5 can be run with a frigate, but it is very hard and pretty unreliable.
We're under attack.
Something I try to mention almost every time is that every time you see this module cycle, that is about 1 million ISK that I am spending on fuel. And I'm spending that every 30 seconds.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Should have turned this off earlier.
We're under attack.
Yeah. I think that could be really interesting doing 110 with the Dominixes. Especially since the Dominix doesn't have the Stormelody. It will actually have to be a fight that they have to put up. I have a couple of ideas on that.
Docking request accepted.
I think the Dominix is probably one of the easier ships to run through Dormant Realm 1. Just because drones do really well there as long as they're fast. Just waiting on Prometeo to ready up. There we go. Took a minute. But we're back in it.
Undocking.
This is the last level 10 run. After this, it will be all level 6. Right now, I am using the Skirmish Command Burst to provide those Afterburner and Micro Warp Drive bonuses to the people that are here, so they might have a better chance of getting out. all it needs is one cycle, and that's usually more than enough to help people out.
We're being warp scrambled.
Bubble.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under
There we go,
attack.
he's healing up now.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Keep in mind that this shield extender is providing me 358,000 shield, and it only does that little tiny sliver.
We're
Think
under
about that.
attack.
It's so not good. Like, the number itself is really good, but, like,
We're under
it doesn't look good on the current health bar.
We're under attack.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, so that was all of the level 10 runs. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to, Bombard. Yeah, okay. Cool. We'll get 2 level 6 runs for this fleet, and then we'll move on to the next fleet. We do have 1 open slot for the next fleet, so if somebody wants to join in, let me know.
Undocking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Orbitus in here. You and William, both have an alt that is registered for the next fleet. William, if you've got one more person, I'll get him in here.
We're under attack.
Thriller!
We're under attack.
Okay, cool. Should work out.
We're under attack.
Just waiting on the shield to go down.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, Wayseeker 3.1 is a little bit interesting. One. There we go. Nice.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, one more level 6, and then we'll get the second fleet in here. Or the third fleet.
Undocking.
I'm thinking that in the higher levels of Warhead Charge, or not Warhead Charge, in Bombard, I really want to go for that that extra damage.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Damage is so good.
We're under attack.
Should put it
We're
pretty
being
close
warp scrambled.
to the end of the shield. One of the unfortunate things about this way of doing things is I do get caught on a cooldown.
Docking
Yeah,
request
70
accepted.
seconds. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can swap implants and it'll reset. Alright, so that fleet is done. Thank you all so much for joining me on that fleet. Okay, I am going to get Orbitus Trilla and the other one. Damn it. And Lucina. Let's see, do I still have... Okay, and then Lucina? Which Lucina is it? Is it this one here? William? Just to make sure. No? Which Lucina is it? Is it spelled differently? Uh, or you can share it in Fleet chat, can't you? Okay. Okay, now it should let them join. It's just waiting on the application though. There we go. Ah, okay. Different spelling. Alright, I think we're ready. All good. I don't mind waiting a little bit. Just let me know when you're ready, okay? Alright, there we go. Let's get you in. Yay! Well, I'm glad we can get him in for his first time. You'll get to see a giant ship as well, which is great. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. Incoming?
We're under attack.
Actually did that damage before the armor extender, which is nice.
We're under attack.
It's unfortunate that I could not get Lucina in for the level 10s. Would have been nice to have gotten that full first completion. But oh well.
Revealing corpse ground.
I'll probably end up doing a Dormant Realm 1 carry this week as well. For those of you who want the first completion from DR1. Oh no, game crash. No.
Docking request accepted.
That's okay, we should get you back in though. I think if I just swap, it's fine. Oh, Lucina needs a ship. We make sure we get our supplies. Ooh, we get our battlecruiser core today. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Sleeper core on the Can-U. Or the Gnosis? That's pretty good. There we go. Honestly, the sleeper core on the Gnosis is kind of interesting.
Undocking.
Let's see, did it reset the timer? It did.
We're under attack.
I think we just missed that one.
We're being warp scrambled.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, Sleeper Core Brunix Guardian sounds kinda crazy.
Docking request accepted.
Okay. Just waiting on the gun so I can invite. Actually, I think none of you died, so I can just invite. Make sure you tell Lucina to grab the first completion reward down here in the bottom middle. Right down here.
Undocking.
Off you go! That was quick.
We're under attack.
Okay, you've got a crazy idea. I'm ready to hear it.
We're being warp scrambled.
I've also just had a crazy thought. Okay, so you're using the Will of Steel, which cannot be integrated. Not yet. And the Sleeper Core can also not be integrated yet. You have to have one of the paid nanocores.
Docking request accepted.
But I am curious to know if between the Sleeper Core and like a full shield extender build or an armor extender build, like we used to do on the Abaddon. Yeah. Maybe later on they'll be available, but right now it's only the ones that you can directly pay cash for, not through other coins and stuff. What are we on? Run number 3? Run number 4?
Undocking.
I'm not paying enough attention, I'm just blasting. I think it's run number 3.
We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that list again on the update notes, where it states the main cores that can be integrated. But I'm pretty sure those cannot.
Docking request
I've seen that
accepted.
joke before. It's such a good one. Alright, 2 more to go then. So we were on 4, and I did not trust myself. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Undocking.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm pretty much stuck right now as well. I gotta wait on dormant,
We're
on
under
getting
attack.
points from Concord Pass.
We're under
Man, materials are so expensive right now. It is insane how expensive materials are.
We're being warp scrambled.
Yeah, everybody needs them
Docking
early
request
on,
accepted.
now that we can integrate cores. Alright, last run for the day. I don't believe anybody else needs it. Let me know in chat if you do. If not, we will move on to our normal roundup. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, yes, you can get the material for 2,000 keys now, or 2,000 Concord points now, but that's literally doubling the cost of what they used to be. If you got lucky. I like and I don't like the current system. I like that you're guaranteed to get what you want.
We're
But
under attack.
I don't like that it's gonna take a lot longer now. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
We're being warp scrambled.
I don't know. I still need more time with the new nanocore system and the new nanocore shop to really figure out what I'm doing here.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, well, that was it for everybody that wanted a run. Let me go ahead and fit this warhead charge on here. And we won't see the wyvern for a whole nother week. You're welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me on these runs. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Let me jump over to Gina here.
Undocking.
And we'll do our normal roundup of what we made. First, we always get to appreciate my blue and white capsule. This is definitely one of my favorite nanocores that came out in terms of look. If it was animated on top of this look, would have been amazing. Like, I can imagine all of these waves and stuff having, like, a ripple effect or actually crashing. But I like that hand-drawn design of it. It does look incredible. Oh, game crashed. Took one screenshot and the game crashed. Alright, almost back in. If it'll connect. I'm here, but it's not doing it. Alright, well, I guess you don't get to see what I get this time around. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you on the next one. Not sure if I'll do a stream tomorrow. Take care, and be safe.